Hey, what's going on YouTube? AeroFox124 here on Emma again. Beautiful, beautiful day. I mean, there isn't a cloud in sight. Gorgeous. Well, there are clouds, but you know, they're the nice, fluffy, lovely, lovely, dovely clouds. Just going out for a quick ride after work and between my other work. Oh, new bag today on Emma. Got a brand new tank bag. Off of Amazon. I'll put a link to it in the doobly-doo down there or over there or wherever the hell it is now on YouTube. Anyway, it's an awesome bag so far, but I'll put a review later on once I've had it for a little while, because you know, I don't want to give you guys a review and say, oh, this bag is awesome, and realize the quality is, you know, garbage in a little while. But so far so good. I mean, it seems like it's really good quality. Whatever, I'll leave all this stuff for the review, but you know, in case you're interested, looking for a cheap, nice tank bag, you know, first impression, so far so good. I'll leave a link down below. So I guess this is my first official vlog, and I guess it's just customary for the first vlog to really be about, you know, why do I ride? And how I started riding and how I got into it and stuff, because it's not something that everyone does, and it's certainly not something for everyone, you know. I started riding, oh god, I guess it's been 3 years. This is my 3rd season already. Yeah, 3 years. Anyway, so my freshman year I had a couple of buddies. They got themselves some bikes, and I've always wanted to get a motorcycle, but you know, I never knew anyone that had one. I didn't know how. I always thought it was this like surreal dream that I had, you know, to get a motorcycle. I was like, wow. Every time I saw one, you know, I was, you know, I liked them, but I thought, you know, it wasn't for me, and I'm a small guy. I didn't know, so I said, oh, I'm too small for that, you know. So basically one of my close friends got one, and so I sat on it one day, and I literally just sat on that bike, man. It was a Ninja 250, the green kind, and it was really cool. I can't remember the year. I think it was a 2003 or something like that. One of the newer models before they came out with the 300 though. And long story short, I liked it so much I kept, you know, trying to get permission from my parents, and I'll tell you how I got my parents on board in a different vlog. But long story short, my dad and I took an MSF course, got our licenses, and did some hunting on Craigslist. I found this beauty, which is another vlog, this bike right here. And the person that sold it to me, I am ever so grateful. This bike has been nothing but incredible. I'm not going to use his real name, obviously. I don't even know if I don't have permission to use his name yet, so or even his YouTube name or any of that stuff. So when I do the review on the bike, I'll make sure I have permission from him. And then my dad got a bike. He got Sophie, a Honda 2003 Honda Shadow Sabre Edition, 1100cc, huge monstrous bike. But he had practice on my bike for a few months first before he got that bike, so I really don't recommend starting on a big bike like that. But he had some practice, and he really the bike suits him well. I mean, I rode it a few times. It's a different type of riding a cruiser. Anyway, so I got my bike and I fell in love with it. I started riding. Even before I got my bike, I was watching YouTube videos. I was watching, you know, Chase on Two Wheels. I was watching Bakerxderek. I was watching all those guys, and Prodigal. Shout out to Prodigal out there. I'll leave links down below. I mean, to their channels. They're wonderful guys, and girls too. There are girls out there, motovloggers. There are girls. I'm not sure if I'm saying this right, so I'm sorry if I butcher it. Dlinquencious, I think. She's got some really cool vlogs out there, and Foxy 1010 too. She's got a couple. She doesn't have vlogs up yet, but she's got a couple of neat videos. Sometimes it's just nice to watch a video unfold. So I got into the whole thing. I made a couple of friends that rode bikes, and you know, eventually the friends that I had that introduced me to bikes, they got rid of their bikes because they had to go off to, like, you know, graduate school, which I'm gonna be doing soon anyway. but I do not plan on dropping bike riding ever. This is a nice segue into like why I ride. It's just been nothing but pleasureful. It's a feeling that you can never understand unless you do it. It's one of those things that you just gotta do it. It's a little frightening and nerve-wracking, and you need to have respect for the fact that you're on something that'll that has the potential to kill you. But you know what? So does your ride-on lawnmower. Yeah, it might be a little more risky. There's always risk, different levels of risk involved. But it's such a freeing feeling. And actually, my girlfriend rode. I was riding 2-up with my girlfriend. She was behind me a few weeks ago, and she doesn't ride, with me too often. But I'm slowly through. I always ride through these streets. She drives through these streets all the time. And it's beautiful, but you don't realize the beauty in a cage. For those of you non-riders out there, riders call cars cages because you have a metal cage around you. And when I want an adrenaline rush, I can ride, and get an adrenaline rush. I could ride hard. Other times, I just need to get my mind off stuff. So I come out here and I ride, I ride calmly through some calm roads like this, calm, windy roads. And you focus on riding, and it becomes very meditative. I don't have to be twisting the throttle 100% all the time. I don't have to be riding, redline all the time. Actually, I rarely redline this bike. I think I've only done it like once or twice, just, for kicks, just to know that I can do it, But it's really meditative, and you get to see the world around you. I've lived in this area for 14, 15 years, and every time I go riding, I see something different, something I didn't notice. It's just, you don't have to ride and, fly by. And as long as you have the proper gear, which I always strive to wear the proper gear. I got I'll do a review also on my gear. That's what, 4 vlogs that I promised you guys already? Damn. It's a feeling that you just can't compare, and you meet new people too. Like, riding is like being part of this extended 2-wheeled family. I don't care whether you're riding, a 50cc scooter or a 1100cc Shadow or Harley, or I don't care what you're riding. You're part of the same family. Yes, some people, not all riders have the same mentality that I've got, where we're all part of the same lovely family and everyone's fine and dandy. I'm sure there's some jerks out there, but you know what? I don't want to be one of them. For the 5th vlog that I'm going to promise you, I'm going to do a vlog, that everyone does about the wave, and I'll give my opinion about the wave, but I will wave to anyone in a saddle. I don't care if they are in a horse's saddle. I will do it. Because you know what? They're all running risks. They're not in a cage with 11 to 12 airbags, It's such a freeing feeling. Tractor. All right, let's wait till that car gets by a little bit. And every move you do, like overtaking this tractor, is all part of risk analysis, I could have probably squeezed my way in while that car was coming, but risk analysis teaches me and that it's probably not a good idea to do that. Hey, horsies, speaking of horses, no one's in the saddle, so I'm not waving. You think the horses will know if I wave to them? Nah, whatever. Alright, I'm just being silly. So that's why I ride. I mean, I can think of a billion, jillion, zillion other reasons of why I ride, besides meeting new people and, being in a meditative state and being focused and alert and exploring the world and all that, awesome stuff. I could sit here and keep naming things, but, I just, it's whatever, if you don't, you gotta try it, don't let fear of something stop you. Yes, I trust me, I know people who've, hurt themselves and on a bike, and they've almost ruined their lives because they fell on a bike. But you know what? 90% of the time they're doing something they shouldn't be doing, and the other 10% where they really hurt themselves, they weren't wearing the proper gear. Yes, I'm gonna call for the unfortunate individuals who, they'll die from, a stupid teenager texting. Which brings up another topic, actually, real quick. I'm not gonna talk too much about this because I wanna keep my vlogs, kind of short. When I started riding, I realized how unsafe of a driver I was, and it fixed my driving habits. I don't touch my phone while I'm driving usually. I know some people are gonna comment, but a lot less than what I used to. I don't do much. If I really have to do something, I'll give someone a call. But I really refrain from texting. Because you never know, you sometimes the bike in front of you will stop short. And dude, when I hear a bike on the road, especially if it's in front of me, please, if you're driving behind a motorcycle, give them space. As a rule of thumb, if the motorcycle in front of you passes a landmark, so let's say I'm gonna pass this driveway right here, all right? As soon as I pass the driveway, now, 1 motorcycle, 2 motorcycle, then the car behind me should pass. That's a safe distance. Of course, everyone will argue, but that's what I try and do when I'm driving. I leave a 2 motorcycle count distance away. You could use Mississippi, but I'm from New Jersey and I like bikes. No offense to anyone in Mississippi. If you guys are watching my videos from Mississippi, I still love you. Anyway, so I'm about to head to the Wawa out here, get myself some gas, and enjoy this beautiful night. I hope you all are, enjoying the night today. Or by the time I post this video, it would have been yesterday night. Thanks for listening, and if you have any reasons as to why you ride, please comment. I probably maybe I'm missing something. Maybe there's some unexplored niche of riding, that I haven't explored yet, and I'd be more than happy to. Anyway, until next time, AeroFox124 out. That was kind of successful, a little bit. I don't think I said that many ums. Shit, I'm talking to myself now, literally, like for no point. I'm not vlogging, finished the vlog, and I'm still talking to myself. Okay, I've gone insane.